Hello. Oh shit, I just remembered why I was using meme music instead of proper music. Cause I'm gonna get copyright striked again and again and again and again and again and again. Which is why we're listening to Snow Halation mixed in with Sea Bottom Segway from Sonic Lost World. Hello, it's my face. Again. Ooh, and a very washed out background. So there we go. Right, we're done. Here's the C400. It's finished. I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, maybe I'll do something else with it. So there are a couple of things that I want to do, but the main thing is, see this engine grille here? Hello. This is a problem for people's Euro 5 repaints. Also, these lights are just wrong. But we're going to ignore all of that. There's a lot of things we're not going to do. All we're really going to do is we're going to create a new mesh, and we're going to just. No. I don't have snap mode on. Or is that invisible? Oh, it's snapped to something completely different. Hello. You know what, I've got a better idea. So this is the main thing that I'm going to do. Alright. There we go, mod done. Pretty much. Yeah, all I'm doing is I'm covering up the grill on the C400. Draw other view. Draw other objects. Oh, you're going to be like that, are you? Hello. Hello. And hello. Ah, my Fells Film adverts actually get some people. Alright, should we keep doing just Silver Gun and meme music? No, never. Well, I'm not going to say never, but I'm moving on from OMSI. And gonna have super meme music. That being said, I do have other plans. But yeah, I'm moving on from OMSI. Reese isn't planning to do anything to do with the C400. Nor is Roadhog. Yes, but they're a copyrightable meme. Right, this is a less necessary step. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't actually make any difference because I've never made any money off YouTube. But I have made $10 off of Twitch. So, you know, always worth it. This one's a bit aggressively annoying. Oh, whatever, we'll just... how about the Planet Wisp Act 2 one? That's 20 minutes long. That's 20 minutes of not thinking about music.
This attraction is currently off limits, as it is still under construction and may not be dangerous enough for visitors yet.
But yeah, I figure I might as well also delete this. Because people have been asking for that for so long, so, you know. Oh no, the Celeste one. I like the Celeste one. Boom, boom, boom. Like, I knew that this grill was going to annoy people when I made it. Boom, boom, boom. It's not going to get that much attention. This isn't going to be an official patch or anything. This is just me making a mod for it. It's just that I happen to have the original model files. Though I don't have the model files for the current version because Roadhog's updated them a bunch since then. I'm doing alright. I've just had a meeting with my... I've just had a meeting with my final year Masters project supervisors and they're very happy with what I've done this week, which is why I'm giving myself some time off to work on a project that's not final year project or London or anything else. Right, I think that's basically all it needs. I can't do anything about the about this. I mean, I guess I could re-export the entire body, but what I really want to do is just make a mod that just you stick into the current one and it overwrites some bits that people don't like. I think Roadhog fixed that in the most recent release. Yeah, that was there in the initial version, but I think he fixed that for the latest version. It is, yes. You're absolutely right. It is 10 centimeters too narrow. I don't know how I didn't catch that, but... So if you don't know how the C400R was made, Reese had made an Enviro 400. I did not like the front end of it. It was really bodgily made. This is 5 years ago. I really didn't like the front end of it. It was really badly, honestly, made. So I offered to do it up. So he sent it over to me. This is sort of how I started getting involved in London in the first place. He sent it over to me. I built an entirely new front end, and then I went and rebuilt the entire interior as well. In the course of doing so, I corrected a lot of its failings, but I did not catch that it was... I hope that wasn't the sound of my microphone disconnecting. No, it wasn't. Good. I mean, we're basically done. All I need to do is now duplicate, apply the correct material to this, and then... make a dirt mesh version of it, export it, put it in the model config, and we're pretty much done. Right, so what's the exterior material called here? It is exterior.png. Cool. Well, let's apply that same material to this then. Ooh. Yeah, this is what it'll look like if you use it with a standard livery. Yeah, it's been talked about, but it's not going to happen for now. It might happen after London's release. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. I just need to make a duplicate of it. That's the dirt mesh on the main body. Let me just check how the released version... Oh, they would notice. But yeah, that's not happening for now. If it's worth doing stuff like that, it's worth doing it a bit better. Right, let's see... Also, shiny. Just need the motherboard to tie them all together. Right, how's the current version done? Because I need to make it compatible. Yep, so that's all Reese's stuff. Oh shit, hang on. This is the London version. It's an old London version. No, not now. I mean, Bog, are you here? Because what does the model actually need in order to be able to support Kruger displays? Because a lot of people have asked for that. So while I'm here, I might as well, if it's just a case of putting in a second set of planes to use as the displays, then I might as well just throw that in as part of the mod as well. Let's poke him. Right. What I'll probably do is, well, I guess I could just make a separate vehicle version called Grille Delete or E5 or something. Yeah. Right, I need a version of this which is the current released version. In fact, okay, let's make sure I'm working on the most recent version. Excuse me. Let's just grab the current version of the C400R. Crying out loud, Windows, let me overlap that window over the edge of the screen. Hello. So, yeah, let's just grab the current version of the C400R. Yeah. I don't know if I can be asked to go through with all of that. Because all I was going to do was just pop in the grill blanks. Right, so current version. Oh, that has the London ones in as well. No, you're not going to get to see them. Let's use this copy of OMSI. I'm not going to bother making a new one. You will also be able to use them on the RX, yes. Though I can't remember if the RX was quietly dropped from 1.4D. I think we dropped it at some point as being an affront to God. Let me just check. Okay, the Express is still there. What I'm doing is I'm doing a Grille delete. It looks like it wasn't dropped. So you see these grills here, which make Euro 5 repaints look odd because you have the Euro 4 grill and the Euro 5 grill. So what I'm doing is I'm just making a quick little additive mod that I can use to blank off those grills so that you can have your Euro 5 engine grill over here without your Euro 4 engine grill over here, and also without the London logo on the back, because some people don't like it. It'll mean you'll have to change some repaints, because you'll have to draw through this, but it means that you'll have a lot more flexibility as well. Right, so that's Grille delete, and that's Grille delete. Oh my god, they were triggered. Right, so how did what I was actually trying to check was how the dirt meshes were done on the original. No idea. Hello. Look! OMSI stuff. I am failing to read at the moment, if you're wondering what's going on. Where is the main... Okay, there's the body. Where are the dirt meshes? Or are they included in the body mesh here? Yeah, the dirt map is part of the main exterior one. That's fine. Yeah, I know, right? Like, what do you guys want? 24 hours of Spa isn't enough. But watching me stare at a text file full of gibberish characters, now that's what the people want. See, this is true. I capture a larger part of a smaller audience. So, exterior dirtmap.png is the file that I'm after. So this is Grille delete, this is Grille delete dirt. Grille delete dirt, we're going to remove that material, we're going to add a new material. I know, right? Where is the dirt texture? If the dirt texture isn't in here, then... there it is. I might have to make a new dirt mesh. Yeah, I know, right? Nope, looks like I don't need to do that. Yeah, this dirt map is extremely simple, but it just needs to be there. Cool, okay, that's basically everything I'm going to do. Oh, he doesn't mean that, he means this. Like, look at this. The thing is, this is all the light map baking stuff. And also, this is how much you do have to split the model down into. Though I'm not sure why there are this many wipers. Oh, I know why there's this many wipers, yes. It's because this is the easiest way to cut out the windscreen wipers. But yeah, you do have to split the model down into a lot of components in order to be able to export it. Whompsie. Hello, 25 people. You really don't like racing, do you? I was using the Gainsborough copy. None. This is... Why is the OMSI SDK crashed? This is just a private mod that I'm doing. Oh, come on. Really? Oh, hello. Stream events. Hey, thank you for the follow. Oh, hello. Oh, it just appeared underneath. Yes, because I've got my chat box set to be always on top. Ignore most of those, you'll never see them. Grille delete, E5, separate files. No, 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 it's going to be released publicly. Like, I don't mind too much, but a lot of people do. Ew, it's Cassie. Right, let's just put this in its own folder, so... Right, and now all we have to do is find the main body mesh, It's probably called main, isn't it? Oh, bus bar main. Bus bar main. Yeah, I don't care about bus bar main. Your bus bar mains aren't that important to me. Right. What's it called again? Is it called exterior? Is it called body? What's it called? Body. It is called body. Oh, was that case sensitive? Match case, yeah. There we go. So this is mapped in quite a different way to the one that, to how I would normally do it. Oh my god. You know what, it's probably going to be better to export these as a single mesh. Yeah, re. I am doing pretty alright. Yeah, I have got some good feedback on my final year university masters project, which is why I'm taking a bit of time off now. So this is the grill delete, so that needs to go in grill note ash. Grill delete .o3d. Dirt scale, yes. Light map, yes. Registration plate, no. No. Right, that should be it. That should be the mod pretty much done. And then all we need to do is for now we'll just test it on one. And then we switch the model. Right, and now we test it. I know who I value more. I should just clear my friends' requests list. Because I'm never going to actually respond to them, so I might as well just get rid of them. There we go. Shootford and District. Yeah, this should be partially compatible with all current C400 repaints, but they will need some adjustment. And any repaints made for this one will also work on the old one. It's worth pointing that out. So long as this works, cross your fingers. I probably could, because I think that just uses the same model anyway. Actually, no, it uses a much older model. Right, and there we go. That works perfectly. Look, it matches the exterior exactly. So now all we need to do is make it snowy. Yeah, the C400 static is not meant to be a usable vehicle, really. It's a bodge. Don't look at it too closely. So we're just going to drive through some walls a little bit, and I'm going to unplug my steering wheel because it's currently rattling away on the floor over there. Just long enough to get the dirt mesh up, so we can check that the dirt mesh works fine, and then if that works fine, I'm going to package it all up and release it. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? But it would also take a long time, and I have other more important projects to work on, rather than just making another slightly different version of a current thing. Yep. Yes, I'm doing my Ross impression. I just need to get as much dirt on the model as fast as I can. Yeah, I agree it would be nice to do a lot of different versions of a lot of different things. But there's only so much time and only so much me. Well, firstly, I have the London AI. So I've been making my own AI, which will be released publicly after London as well as with London. But for London, I'm going to do a specific, specially optimised version, which will have slightly reduced texture quality, slightly closer LOD pop-in. A proper Scania E400, you say? I don't know why people say this thing rolls over too much. Like, in order to make it roll over too much, you need to be going at like 3,000 miles an hour. Right, judging by the windscreen, it looks like this thing's probably dirty enough. Bye. Yep, the dirt mesh works perfectly. Okay, this mod is done. We are pretty much finished. Nope. It'll be up to mod authors to make their repaints compatible with it. Not happening. I need to test all of these. Yeah, sure. I have no problem with that. I mean, I could change them so that they take their liveries from a different folder. I mean, the thing is, Ross, if I do that, you'll have to have 2 copies for E4 and E5. But also, if I don't do that, it means people put old repaints onto it, which will show up with the with this. Where's my toolbar gone? Is it hiding behind here? It is. I think that I'll just leave them in that folder. And then I'll write a note in the mod upload. I also need to PM Frosty. Because there's only one emote available, so I put the F there. But I'll probably put the original one back. Last seen July 4th. So, does the D1 work? Should be able to see just from here. Yep, that works. Does the Express one work? No. Good thing I checked. Oh no, exterior. Oh right, that would do it. Yep. No, hang on. That's interesting. Um, so this is probably just a typo somewhere. Yep. Thought so. But the model config file problem is a different one. It can't find exterior r.png. Oh, I can't find the second copy of exterior r.png. Oh, yeah, I know what that is. That is the chrome deflector bars. It's these, because they're actually, the material is on the main model template, but they have a greater envmap value, so that's the one. The RX doesn't use a separate exterior texture, it's only the interior that's different. Right, let's check that then. I mean, the thing is, I'm not ignoring it to drive another bus because I'm currently making it. So, do we reckon it's going to be better to have a new folder for the repaints, or to use the existing folder but have most of them not work with it? I don't like that as an idea, actually. There are plenty of real-life single-door versions this length. And no, I'm not doing any significant rebuilds. All I'm doing today is I am all I'm doing today is I'm getting rid of this grill. That is all I'm doing. But yeah, the current Stagecoach liveries are a mess. Yep. and the London text. Those are the two things that I'm getting rid of. So you can see this grill is now just a flat square. So that works. So what I'm going to do now is I've never seen a problem with it in AI. I'm not going to fix it in AI because I've never seen a problem with it in AI. Yes, it is lined up with the rest of the bus. Don't worry, I'm not that much of a noob. Right, what do I need to do now then? I'm so glad the yellow bumpers are no longer a thing because they looked awful. Alright. I wasn't about to do that. I was not planning on doing anything about that. It's quite nicely made. It has blacked out that entirely. No, it'll just have nothing on the rear. So what this template will need is it will need a new set of grills on the back, but whatever. I don't think there were any which didn't have that grille, were there? It was just a choice between having the no text version, which Stagecoach tended to get, so this version, and having one with text. I mean, I guess I can just quickly do something with that. I just need to make something good enough for a promotional screenshot. Our Trident ones also don't have the text on the rear. None of the Euro 5 ones have the Enviro 400 text on the rear. It's only the Euro 4 ones which do, as far as I'm aware. Uh, 130... 130 and then nudge it 1 pixel to the right. There we go. And you know what, because I'm feeling like a Euro 5 boy, I'm gonna also delete this aircon vent. What layer have they put that on? Oh right, okay, fair enough. Have they also put the... I quite like this. This is quite a nice template. There are several ways of telling Euro 4 from 5. One is the location of the rear grille. Euro 5 has it on the right hand side, Euro 4 has it on the left. One is the dashboard. Euro 5 has a very different dashboard to Euro 4. There's the sound. Euro 4 ones sound a lot more Trident-y, I guess. Well, not really. Yeah, there's a bunch of differences. I'm feeling like a really Euro 5 boy. That one. There we go. This is a nice template, I like it. Yeah, I like it. It's very nice. Well, there's very little difference between the two, really. Ugh, right. Look at this. Look at this evidence of the windows being wonky. Right. I'll just save this somewhere, like, yeah, the 3D modeling folder. I don't know. I do not know how difficult it would be. Right, but I do need to make it use a separate repaint folder. That is going to be the better way to do it. Hello. I'll probably also just quickly replace the bog standard Grille Delete, the bog standard base repaint with the Grille Delete one. There we go. So the easiest way to do that will be to... what's going to be the easiest way to do this? Because that's using exterior R. So what I need to do is make a duplicate of that, which uses a new material that matches the material properties of exterior R perfectly, but uses the Grille Delete version of the texture. I mean, actually it doesn't need to use Grille Delete at all. It just needs this white. That's the only thing it needs. So actually, I can use a 1x1 pixel texture. There we go. I can save that. Not doing anything like that at the moment. I am doing a Grille Delete mod. That is what I'm doing. Open, save. I know how Windows file systems work. What are you talking about? Come on, brain, you can do the thing. There we go, and now all we need to do is replace that with grille delete.png. And then we hide that. This is in material mode at the moment. Oh, sorry, it's in texture mode, isn't it? Yep. But in material mode, we will find that now the lighting is turned on. So what is the main material? So that is... where's the main exterior? So diffuser, specular 0.4, okay. Because I need them to match properly. There we go. Right, so I've replaced that material with that. Let me just... Give me 1 second, because I think there might be an additional problem with that as an idea. Can I name 2 CTC textures with the same tag, with the same identifier? Let's find out. Let's make a backup version. Nope. Oh, hello. It's Frosty, isn't it? Hello. I was just talking about your repaint template and saying how nice it is. So there are a couple of changes that need to be made to this to make it work with the current version. One is getting rid of that. One is straightening that. And one is getting rid of that and replacing it with this. And then it'll work with this mod. Yep. I am doing it, Roadhog, just by covering up the existing one. People are asking about other... if you want, I can just send you the PDN that I have made here, and you can just use that. Because I've just modified it enough to take a screenshot. So again, I've just straightened that, and I've got rid of that and covered that up, and I have put in the blanked off panel there, and those are all the changes. Right, so thing that I need to test, can I name 2 things here the same? Is that going to break stuff? So grille delete, I have just replaced it. I'm losing track of things in my mind brain. So grille delete, it will break stuff. Are you sure it will break stuff? Now, is there a little chance of it not breaking stuff? Or are you just going off OMSI's usual reputation? Yeah, okay. Exterior depth map. Hang on, that's the body, isn't it? Yep. For science. We're doing it for science. Hang on, I still don't want to do that to body. I still want to do it to the Grille delete. We're going to find out. So in order to test that, I'm actually going to need to quickly grab this. Just slap that on, that'll do. Except I'm not sure I can bear to do the typical thing of leaving those off, and I'll make the roof white, because why not? Well, no, let's just make it orange. There we go. Made a repaint. Orang. We're going to call it Orang. Orang. .png. Right, let's see if that broke everything. Place your bets. I can tell you why this isn't going to work to start with. The reason it's not going to work to start with is because I haven't changed the location it's looking for models. Yep. Place your bets. Is OMSI going to be able to handle two different materials being changed with the same tag? Hello, was that a subscriber? It was a follower. Hello, Frosty. I do really like the template you made, by the way. Making it use different materials, so the default material, there we go. So the default material will be covered up. As you can see here that it is now missing it by default. Rather than by default using the main texture which will cover it up. No, that is correct, Dave. That is what I was hoping to happen. Also, I hope you like the AI around here. And hello. Oof! Berry. Hang on, I need the sound effect. Oh my god, no! Oh, fuck off. That's enough of that. That's already quite enough. So there's the default white one. Orang. Hey! It did break. Oh. Oh. Bollocks. Hello. Yeah, I hope you like the AI I've made. Yeah, it did the opposite of what I expected. Ignore the fact the windows were wrong. I know exactly why the windows were wrong. It's just because they were missing the bits and bobs that they were supposed to have. Thank you. But yeah, that is exactly the opposite of what I expected to happen. So I can't do that. So I have two options here. One is, I know, right? They don't care about racing at all. There's 20 people here who wouldn't be here if I was driving a racing car, but are perfectly happy to watch me navigate Windows Explorer over and over again. It's... So, I can either just make the default repaint have the bad bits on it, or I can export the main mesh with the exterior pieces, or I can make this a separate... That's the easiest way. I'll just include instructions that you have to do that in the CTI as well. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. There we go. That's how we're going to have to do it. It's fine. It's a mod. It doesn't have to be seamless. Yeah, what you're not getting is a widened version. What you're not getting is a lowered version. What you're not getting is a lengthened version. What you're not getting is a version with panel gaps. But what you are getting is a version without the Euro 4 grille. That's what I promised, and that's what I'm delivering. Yeah, but then that overwrites something that's part of the normal one. I don't really like overwriting stuff. Right, orang. Yes, but it does overwrite it, which means that if you put the original one back again, then it'll break this one. It's just a bad idea in general. It might as well as a demo repaint. You want an uptime command, do you? Right, where are my commands? Default commands. How to add an uptime command. Check out the docs. Oh, apparently I can just enter this in the chat. There we go. Are you happy now? Anyway, this is what we're actually here for. Oh, hello. Ta-da! No more grill. Grill. What do you reckon? No, not really. I'm going to just get rid of that from the folder. There we go. Orang is the demonstration repaint. And I'm just going to rename it. There we go. No, I haven't. Right, that is the mod. That's the mod done. Mod is good, mod works. So long as this one also works. Let's just check that that one also works. Let's be prudent and make sure that everything that I say works actually works. One more time. But yeah, I'm also quite tempted to ask if we can just distribute those nice nice repaint templates with the vehicle itself. Yes, it is. I saw that mod which had, or that repaint which had the Euro 4 grille on one side and the Euro 5 grille on the other, and I decided that I should go ahead and get rid of the Euro 4 grille for people, because I figured that that'd be relatively easy to do. And here I am an hour later, and I'm pretty much done, and I'm just about to package it up and release it. So you can all play with it, and you can all drive around with an orang. You don't want to know. But here's the thing, here's the rundown. The older versions of this bus had their engine grills on the left-hand side. The later versions have their engine grills on the right-hand side. Lots of people make repaints for this bus where as part of the repaint they put the grill onto the right-hand side, but they still have the grill on the left-hand side. So what I have done is, so like this. So you can see this is just a part of the repaint template. So what I have done is I have made a mod to get rid of the grill on the left hand side and also the grill on the rear. And yeah, it feels pretty good to have so many people using something that I've made. God, I wish the Tomsies screenshots were I wish the Domsies camera controls were nicer. Oh, I have, haven't I? Oh well. It's fine. This will do for a promotional screenshot. Right, let's get this thing uploaded. And let's start with a... And of course, because I am Big Boss Man, I don't have to go through content control. Oh yeah, and I'm going to have to write a README file. It does mean I should test my submission before submitting. So I need to package this stuff up. Yes, I am. I have an HyperX Alloy FPS, which I really like. It's one of the older ones where they still had metal stabilization bars instead of the nasty plastic ones they've replaced them with recently. Hang on, I'll just shoot you the PDN file. Right, what else did I change? That's it. Cool. Yep, cool. I'll just ping that over to you now. On the forums. Now that I can get behind. Where have I saved this to? All files. There we go. It doesn't have an allowed extension, right? Awesome. So what we're going to do now is we are going to quickly just zip it. There we go. Cool. Yep, I would have been there. You'll have been using either my wheel or thingy bobbly doodle. Jaden's wheel. Yeah, Frosty. Can we use that? Because it's really good. And it makes it look so much better. So, like, can we just like take that and put it on the default one? Awesome. Question number 2. London question mark? Because obviously London's a commercial product. The C400 is not a... The C400R is not a commercial product. Awesome sauce. I may have to talk to Reese about that though, because if you are not a if you are not on the London copies team, we might have to, just for fair play's sake, shoot you a copy. I'll talk to Reese about that later if I remember. By shoot you a copy, I don't mean now, I mean on release. I'll talk to Reese about that and see what he thinks. Right, what was I doing? I was packaging this thing up for release. So I made a folder on the desktop. Here's my folder on the desktop. Start with OMSI2, go on to vehicles, then move on to London City Bus 400. And then we grab all the Grille delete files, the Grille delete model folder, no, we don't want to move it, we want to copy it. The Grille delete model files, the texture folder, Grille delete.png, and then Grille delete vehicles, and can just throw that in as a template. There we go. That is pretty much it. That's all we really need to do, I reckon. Yes, readme.txt. .txt. Oh boy. Let's just grab the template version. Where's my compliant readme template? Oh, that's not what I want to do. That is what I want to do. Oh boy, where is it? I can never remember where to get at it from. Oh my god, I can't remember where to get at the compliant readme template from. I really don't like that as a description. Requirements for download center submissions and OMSI repaint template. Right, and then we'll bin most of it because most of it isn't relevant. And I hate this. I really don't like that. So copy the contents of the OMSI2 folder in this archive into your OMSI2 root directory, usually C / program files x86 / steam steam apps /common /omsi2. There we go. Have I got the directory correct? Yep, I figure that anyone who doesn't have their installation in the standard place should probably know the location of their OMSI directory. Right. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, is anyone who does not have their OMSI2 directory in the normal place should know where they've put it. Oh, README files are the most annoying part of anything. Hello. That is about as German as I'm going to get, other than Wie geht's. I mean, that's basically what you're getting. Do you want the keyboard to be louder? I can turn the microphone around. Here you go. How about you just have keyboard? No voice, all keyboard. Oh, yes. Oh, I know what people want. How about I turn it back now? Hello. That's a hell of a URL, and I'm slightly scared of it. Inspiring kawaii cougar arson no sexy. There we go. That's a README file. I don't know. No, it shouldn't. So let's just show this on the main screen. No, it shouldn't do that. Right. So let's just add that to the that file there. We've got our repaint file. So there's a README. Yep. It has vehicles, yada 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 yada. Let's get rid of that. Cool. Now we just upload that. And then we make a we make a thumbnail for it. And we make that square. That'll do. Because if you don't include a thumbnail, then your file listing will just look awful. Come on. Do you not fancy doing thumbnails today? No, you just don't fancy doing thumbnails right now. Fair enough. That's something I didn't know about. Maybe we'll need to sort that out. Oh, yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Fair enough. Ta-da! Go get it. Go tell me if it works. If it doesn't work, go shout at me while I'm still here. And don't review it until you've actually downloaded it, installed it, and checked that it works. Because for some reason, people seem to do that all the time, and I don't really understand why. Now, people leave reviews on things saying 3 stars. I'm downloading it now! Great, that informs my decision of whether I want to download it or not. Anyway, yeah, that is a mod. Yeah, that's another thing. So I don't want to see any reviews of this until you've actually loaded it up in game. Sure, let's play that game. So I've got our third like and our fifth download. Yes, I did credit Frosty for the repaint templates. We'll see. I'll need to check if Reese is okay with that. You know, one thing that bugs me about the C400, of the many, many things on it that bug me, because there are so many things that I could have done better. But one thing that bugs me is this. Why did I make that triangular? It's not triangular. It's square. Why did I make it like that? I don't know. Anyway. Also, I just completely ignored this altogether. There's a lot of things on the C400 I could have done better. Yeah. It's fine, it does the job. Yeah, it is more efficient than a lot of vehicles, though actually both the Master Switch Gen 3 and the Studio Polygon products are all being moved over to DDS textures, which should make their loading lag a hell of a lot better. Let's go for a mouse drive for a bit. You know what we should do? We should put the current version of my AI into this install. Well, I mean, I could get this out. It's just it feels a little wrong doing that with my tiny monitor. because while I'm working I use 2 small monitors, while I am driving I use 1 big monitor, and I don't have that monitor set up at the moment. I mean, I guess I could get this thing out. I guess I could get the second big monitor out. Let's see what... let's do an experiment, right? Because the main content of the stream is now basically over. But let's see what happens if I plug in a new monitor while Streamlabs is running. You're here for a live experiment. Is it going to kill Streamlabs? Yeah, it's not that much of a faff. All I have to do is just pop it on the desk and plug it in. Right, did it die? Is it dead? It didn't die. It didn't die. Wow. So, the other thing... Hang on, I'll just pop that back. The other thing is that it's... I've made a special stand for it. The other thing is that I've made a special stand for this monitor, which goes over the top of my steering wheel so I can get it closer, so I have a bigger field of view. And I've made my own custom pedal set with a retainer that holds my office chair in place so that it doesn't move around while I'm using the pedals. This is hard to do with one hand. Yeah, very, very simple. Works very well. And a face cam. Right, tell you what, I need to nip off for a couple of minutes, but I will come back and we'll just do some driving around Gainsborough or something. As you know, just a gentle little driving stream. Right, I'll be back in 5 minutes or so. Oh, Frosty, are you still here? Because if you are, congratulations, you're getting a free London Steam key. If you send me a direct message, then we'll work out how to do that. I'm back. Let's see how thirsty you guys are. 13. Not quite thirsty enough. Right, let's just go have a drive. Oh, hello. Hello, Miles Womsey. Let's just have a little drive. Let's see if I can remember the routes. Because I'm not sure if I can or can't. I used to be able to remember them. I quite like Gainsborough. Like, it's not the most beautifully detailed map that has been made, but it's just nice. There's just something nice about it. Oh, have I still got the message up? Let's remove the racing overlays. There we go. 24 hours of engine repairs, yes. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, the steering wheel isn't plugged in. That's not going to help. Let's try plugging it in and see if that makes it work any better. How's that as an idea? There we go. We good. We good. And obviously you can use this in combination with the logo changes, the D London branding. Tell you what, there's I'm using the clutch. Tell you what, there's one other thing that I can do before I get started, which is I can copy across the AI list from my test file. Because then we'll see all of the new AI vehicles, including the Prius, which, by popular poll started by Ross, is called Prius, not a Prius. He shot himself in the foot with that one. Right, no longer 7 hours of engine repairs, 7 hours? 24 hours of engine repairs. We did have 3 hours of engine repairs. It was a long race. Hello, Right Buster. Willkommen ins Stream. Discord is going to be easier because then I can just pass you onto his Discord. Yeah. Alright. What we have just done, there's a special preview for Mr. Rightbuster, is we have taken the C400 and we have oh, I haven't actually pressed the transition button. Yes, there are 2 stages to this process. There we go. There we go. We're good. I can stream. So, what we've done is we have added a small modification to the C400 to get rid of the Euro 4 grille on the left-hand side and to get rid of the London grille on the rear, which makes it fit in a lot nicer with Euro 5 repaints, which have the grille on this side. And obviously, you can't see any of that while I'm driving it. And I've also just added my AI pack as it currently is to Gainsborough. And did I pick this with the Gainsborough Hoff file, or does this only have the Bus of the West Country Hoff? It is Buses of the West Country. If you join my Discord server in the link below, there should be a link below the stream, then you should be able to find me on there quite easily. Do I actually have the Gainsborough Hoff for this? No, I don't. I don't know why I have a Gloucester Hoff. I don't know where that's come from. Also, as a note to other people, I have a Discord now. I think if I just start a new game, it might manage to refresh it. Yeah, I have a Discord server now. The link is somewhere below the stream. Yeah, it is not an OMSI server, it is a My Streaming server. So if you're looking for a place to be the new central hub of UK OMSI people, then that's not what it's for. It's just like everyone for everything that I do streaming stuff for. Right, I should hopefully have Gainsborough. There we go. Gainsborough. Yeah, I will. Yep. Ha, Gainsborough. Am I right? If only somebody would make a Scania C400. If only. People kept calling it Gainsthorpe when it came out. Oh no. Okay, this is going to be a no indicators stream. I've noticed that some people have renamed their maps recently to take the word Thorpe out of the name. Yep. I mean, the other thing is just that there are a lot of... Like, do you know the stereotype of Thorpe maps? Yep, I think everyone knows the stereotype of Thorpe maps now. So there is actually... So, I want, before moving on from OMSI altogether, there's more of the new van repaints, by the way. You should see a few of them. Bye, old lady. This is a separate download. It's already available. There may be at some point in the not too distant future. That's the new Toyota Prius that I made earlier this week. Or last week. Last week. Yeah, I made it last week. Oh, there was just a while when everybody was making... You started a poll, and that poll said Prius. It's a Prius. Oh my god. I'm just going to drive to the bus station really badly, and then we'll drive better after then, okay? You're going to ignore anything that I do up to the bus station. You are just wrong, Ross. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, there was a period of time in which every new map which came out tended to be... That's because you jam on them like a racing driver. There was a period when every new map that came out was called something Thorpe, and all of them looked the same. They all had... they all used Tudor houses as terraced houses, which was completely inappropriate. They were all completely flat. They all used simple streets, roads. And they were all just bad, basically. So that started the stereotype of making Thorpe maps. Some of them were better than others. There are some maps that are Thorpe by name, but not by nature. I've got the traffic very low here. And then there are others which are Thorpe by nature and not by name. Oh god. Yep. Why is there no traffic? I need to turn that up. They are, yeah. But at least they look like British traffic now. Oh god. Change up a gear. Go on. You can change up a gear. There we go. Up 2 gears even. Yes, I am. I'm using a Logitech G27. Which is quite an old wheel now, but still a perfectly good one. Hang on. Yes, I do want to go there. I'm just trying to remember the routes. I have parked myself perfectly to not be able to see any of the traffic lights. Ideal. Right, well, looks pretty green to me. Yeah. Though don't be too harsh on Gainsborough, because it is only a sort of public beta, basically. It's not a release version, effectively, and the author admits it. In fact, I was talking with Mr. Moose a bit recently, and he's actively working on expanding it and improving it. And I also offered him a new junction to replace the one at the end of the... Is it the 3? Anyway, whatever. Right. Let's do a route. Yeah. But there is... So those are the circulars. Yep. So that I would like to I'm just going to turn the passenger numbers right up because that's just a bit too boring, isn't it? All the way. All the way. Can I remember how to use the destination controller we made? Dest. No, I can't. We're going to use the 92E menu. Line 1, Park Springs. Yep, we're good. Right, and I can't remember which way around the 1 goes. I used to remember this route. I remembered it for my video. But yeah. Before I finish with OMSI altogether, let me just get the Logitech options. I would like to finish off Farthington. Do it properly. And in order to do that, sorry, not in order to do that, there is a village near St Ives, which is what Farthington is based on, called Lulworth. And obviously I'm going to have to add a village to the map called Lolthorpe. Because, you know, Lolthorpe. Anyway, where's my timetable? I spent... Right. You see this timetable here, where if you hold the insert key, the timetable is perfectly centered on the screen, like exactly lined up. I spent way too long making that happen. Also, it just sticks on here without any actual thing to hold it in. But I spent way too long doing the trigonometry to line this up perfectly. Also, this cash box with the latch on it. I'm still very happy with this. Even if initially it didn't work very well in the first couple of releases. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. Right, so timetable says 14:59. It is 14:59. Is it really? Did I really call it that, or did you call it that? Right, I can't remember if the 1's the one that goes right or the one that goes left. Yep, I spent way too long on it. We are going to occasionally use the route markers because I can't remember the whole route. Yeah, I mean, I went to university in Durham, so went to university. St Ives in the Fens in Cambridgeshire. It's odd saying went to university. Oh god, I'm old. I've finished uni and come out the other side of it. I'm old. Well, I haven't actually quite finished uni yet. Come on, there's another gear in there if you look hard enough. I mean, you wouldn't really have any reason to go to either of them. Yeah, it's left at this roundabout and then right at the junction part way along, and then right again immediately after. I hope you like the van repaints. Most of them are tongue-in-cheek in one way or another. I haven't shown them off outside my Discord server before. Yeah. The Cambridge one's also pretty, it's just not particularly noteworthy. Has a statue of Oliver Cromwell in it. It's quite nice down by the river. There's an abbey on a bridge, so that's quite nice. I should shut down Facebook to get rid of those notification sounds. Or I should leave it on just to annoy Ross. Yeah, isn't it right again very short? Yes, it's right down there. I'm remembering. I drove this route quite a lot when it came out. We're probably going to do the whole route with no passengers. Let me just shut Facebook down. There we go. No more Facebook. Right, so this is this Marshall Way? What's this one? Park Springs. So, Park Springs, presumably this 1509, 1503. Yeah. Oh no, it is. It's actually Kilby Road. The flag lies. Oh, Park Springs, Kilby Road. I just can't read. 1505. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of waiting here. Which road? That road. I thought it lied, but it didn't. One odd thing about my wheel is since I've started doing 24-hour endurances on it, the leather has started going a little bit crumbly. So it sort of feels dusty in an odd way. I can't remember this route. I'm going to have to drive with markers on. I'm sorry. I know, it's awful. I don't like it when people drive with markers on either. One thing I don't like about Gainsborough is the oversized grass everywhere, but that's the Flora Pack's problem. Well, I was planning on upgrading my wheel in the not too distant future, but it might be a bit longer now because honestly it's doing perfectly fine, and I have just spent all of my computery stuff budget recently. That would be extremely hard to do. Like, incredibly hard to do. It would need to be built into the sim from the start. I want to do it. Not for OMSI. I want it to be possible to do that for my own sim. Have I shown them twice? I haven't shown them that often. $15.06. It was Victoria 15:08. I am 2 minutes ahead of time. That's not good. Oh, it's still got this problem, hasn't it? Where people get on the bus from the wrong side of the road. Is that because of a modification that I made? I wonder. We Linus Tech Tips now, boys. Yes, that's a thing. I think probably because of the modifications that I made while I was testing out some stuff. I think I messed up the bus stops. So everyone gets on from the wrong sides of the road now. Okay, they are pretty spongy, aren't they? They really don't do much. So after we've driven around for a bit, shall we go and have a check on how that mod's doing? I'm curious how long it's going to take before people start adjusting their repaints for it. So the pines, 15:10. I am still nearly 2 minutes ahead of time. I need to pull over and wait somewhere. You might notice that none of the AI pops white now between the LOD version and the normal version. I have fixed that small bug. Stop after the right-hand turn's a timing point. Cool, I will use that then. If the MS Display mod modifies the model.config file, no. So either that will need updating... either that will need updating to match this new mod, or this mod will need updating to match that. So what is this? Foxby Court. 11. Right, well, we're going to wait here for a minute and a half. Yeah. Bus driver just gets up and goes to get a drink during the middle of his drive. Not clickbait, story time. But yeah, if the... I have never installed the Master Switch destination mod pack, but if it modifies the config file, Spoken like a true Scotsman. If it modifies the config file, no, it won't work with this mod until it's updated to work with this mod. But I think I'm going to leave that to the I think I'm going to leave that to the mod author. Oh, is it one of you who made it? Hello. It really doesn't, does it? Yeah, I mean, it should be really simple to make it work with this mod, because all you'll have to do is make a new version of the config file and just copy whatever you've changed in along with the stuff that I've changed. So it should take like 5 minutes at most, and then just upload a new copy of it, which includes an optional download to include the Grille delete mod. Because you know that when you upload stuff, you can upload more than one file under the same download. So if I were you, what I'd do is I'd just upload one version with the Grille delete and one version without the Grille delete. Bonk. Reading chat. I mean, there's a lot of buses that I like. I think my favourite bus is probably a Northern Counties Palatine 1 Leyland Olympian with the Gardner 6 LXB. Full height. There's just something so right about them. Oh yeah, these guys want to get on, don't they? That's why they're waiting on the opposite side of the road. $15, $14. See, I quite like Euro 5 B5LHs. Yeah, N230 UDs are also nice. Euro 5 B7 RLEs, no, Euro 4 B7 RLEs, sorry, are wonderful. I just like them because they were the ones that I had around. Euro 5s aren't awful, they're just boring. I've never been on a B10 BLE, so I can't judge. I released the one for the transit van on the Discord, but I guess I could just release all of them. Or maybe I released all of them? I can't remember. Oh god. Pulsars. I mean... I can't remember. I can't remember which channel I put them in. So this AI There you go. Did I just upload the transit, or did I upload all of them? Oh, all the ones in Durham were rattly pieces of shite. They were the worst buses in the fleet. Sorry, yes. AI question. So, the AI is initially being released with London. That'll be a special version of it, which is slightly lower quality in order to meet London's performance requirements. But then shortly afterwards, a new version will be released, which is full quality, which is what you're seeing here. And that'll be freely available for everybody. So yeah, when I say that there'll be a quality difference, what I mean is that the London ones will use lower res textures. We're just going to ignore the people walking across the road and pretend they're getting on from the left. But yeah, the London ones will have lower res textures and fewer repaints included, in order to minimise their performance impact. And the other difference will be, so to improve performance, I have got LOD meshes on all of my AI vehicles, so as they get further away they get less and less detailed. On the London ones they will transition to the low quality mesh much closer to your bus than they will on the main release ones. Cool, does that include the Prius? Or had I not made the Prius yet at the time of that pack? Includes Prius, okay. Newland 17. The Prius. Newland 17. Cool, we're on time. After driving at about 3 miles an hour all the way round. Oh, that Spa post office that I made. For Cotterell. It's definitely Prius. In any case, call it what you want, it's going to be in the pack. Go on, try the next gear. Is it ship or shipe? Ah, cool. Yeah, that's the new Prius. Oh, I know where we are. Ah, so other letters in a word can change the sound of the word. You admit it. Okay, there's a lot of other examples. I can't remember if you do Vanessa drive in this direction or not. I seem to remember that if you don't do it, then you end up way too early at the stop immediately after, but I don't think the route markers tell you to do it. Yeah, but then you have to wait for a million years at the Asda. Yeah, you don't. 1523. Actually, it's not going to be that bad. So the AI does need some more sort of ordinary modern family vehicles, because at the moment it only really has the Focus, which is obviously quite an old vehicle by now, the Prius, which is quite expensive, the E-Class, which is very expensive, and the Mini, which is still, it's not that expensive, but it's still a premium vehicle, not an ordinary vehicle, I would have said. And then you obviously have the Transit and the Taxi, which kind of don't fall into, like, they're sort of utility vehicles. So I think more sort of ordinary, affordable family cars are the most important thing that I need. I've just realised the registration plates aren't working. Presumably I haven't installed the font. So if I do this route around again, do you reckon I'll remember all the directions this time? If I install the registration plates first. Thank you, Ross. Hello. I was about to turn across the back bumper of that guy. Yeah, what do you reckon? Do you think I'll remember the whole route this time? Shame. These bus stops are too close to the curb. They ought to be half a metre back. I got one too early and the rest absolutely okay. Yeah, that's the one where I stopped and waited for a bit. Oh my god, when did you become a dad? Right, 1592. 92. Yeah, I can read numbers. Numbers work that way round. I know numbers. Right, let's see if I can remember the whole route now. We've done one run through of it. We're going to ignore the fact we're going to tail swing the bus shelter because the bus shelters ought to be half a metre away from the road, and it's not realistic that they're right up next to it. So yeah, we're going to go and see if I remember the whole route. I'm quite pleased with that Prius. So one thing I've mentioned a few times, but I'm not sure who's noticed on my AI cars, is that they all spawn a random number of people silhouettes on the inside. When they load in, they all start up with a random number of silhouettes in them. I will probably remove that script for London as well, as part of the whole making it lighter for London stuff. But yeah, also the police cars spawn a random roof number. But yeah, if you look in these cars, you can see there are sort of dark silhouettes in them to represent people. And every one has, see, that one has one in the front and one in the very, two in the very back. That one just has one in the front and two in the back. It's a bit hard to see, but when you're parked up behind the vehicles, you can tell. So yeah, it's little details like that. The other thing is they all have suspension detail and they all have brake discs and calipers. Except for the ones that have brake drums. Which means that they don't just look odd when you have ones with... Hang on, let me pause. They don't just look odd. Also, quick reminder of what we did today. We got rid of that grille. Yeah, so when you look through the wheels, there's not just blank there, there's actually a set of brake discs and calipers inside there. And the same goes for all of them. Yeah, they all have a random number of people inside. So you can see, look, this one has a person in the back and a person in the front. This one has... Oh, probably. This one has... It's hard to see because it's tinted, but a person on the other side in the back and the person in the front. But yeah, they all spawn with a random number of people silhouettes inside. I reckon whatever that description is, it's probably completely applicable. Also, you can still do exclamation mark stints at the moment because I haven't turned that off yet. I've just taken off the thing telling people to use it. Yep. It's 24 hours of Gainsborough. I mean, it's basically like a racetrack, right? It's a circular route. We're going round and round in circles. We're going to do 24 hours of this. Ah. I think that's perfectly applicable to the situation right now. We could do a multi-class race. OMSI AI is so good at merging on motorways. Unfortunately, I don't have any control over the AI behaviour, only the appearance. You know what? I think it sounds not fun. On reflection. Nope, helicopter. We get quite a lot of them. We get quite a lot of Apache attack helicopters. It's slightly unnerving when they're flying low. That one, though, was probably the police chopper. I think there's a route it takes between here and somewhere else that goes over our heads. So, 34. Anyone remember what these stops are called? I have missed my turning. I was busy looking at my stint sheet, not stint sheet. I was busy looking at my timetable and I missed the turning. So there's the answer to your question. Can I memorise the entire route after one drive? The answer is no. I know, right? Yep. That's not on, is it? Yeah, the brakes just do nothing. I mean, I spent a while this morning driving the Ferrari at Paytona. Nope, and I didn't even sound the horn for a warning. I was while it was reversing. I know, I'm out of a job. I'm going to be out of a job. I'm going to be fired after this. I have Paytona now, yes. Hmm. 37, 36 and a half, that's fine. Hey, feel free to upload a pack with them all. Check the original C400 README to see if it credits any of the original authors, because some of them, most of them were me, but some of them were other people, and I think that Dave did the interior for the Stagecoach one and that sort of thing. Also, if you want to be smart about it, then what you should do is... Have I gone the right way? Yes, Joe did the... I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? Because... Oh no, this is the right way. The smart thing to do would be, instead of copying the interiors over, just make new copies of the exteriors. And then reference the interiors from the original folders. So instead of doing interior, or whatever the CTI entries are, interior, and then in new interior texture .png, do interior // exterior r / interior.png, if that makes sense. I did the stagecoach exterior, and Dave did the stagecoach interior. Yeah, you do // in directory speak. It's not just OMSI, but for everything, // means go up one level, go up one directory. So first you go up to the textures directory, and then you go back down into the same directory that the original repaints were in. / is used for Windows directory indexing. Oh, it's not this corner, is it? You go on a bit further. Yep. // And all that means is go up one level. And that means that you can get at stuff which is in a folder above the folder that your script is in. So I do it a lot with my AI, because I make them share lots of sounds and things. Again, in order to make them as efficient as I can. Yeah, those are the new non-Nenor versions. Oh, what, the quad-axle ones? Yeah. Those are alright. I've never been on one because we just don't really have them in the UK. Is this the Pines? Where is this? Where are we now? Foxby Court. Yep, we're still half a minute ahead. One more reminder, this is what we did today. We filled in the hole. Also, that's a bit... I mean, that's a bit meh. I'll have to see if we can do something about that, but... Can't do anything about that with this mod. Giggity giggity. Giggity 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 gig. I'm losing my mind. But yeah, there isn't anything I can do about that panel gap on the right for now. I mean, there kind of is. I certainly can't add in the correct panel gap. Ooh. Speedy boy. Oh. We are going to do another unguided reverse. Except this time we're going to honk. But we're also reversing from a side road onto a main road, so it's double bad. Oh, hello. Crunch. That's why you don't do unguided reverses. I'm pretty sure I just crunched that guy's Prius. Yeah, it's the next one, isn't it? So I can't remember. Yes. That is exactly right. Yes, the Prius is new. I finished it last week. Yep. That was the original plan 6 years ago. God. No, 5 years ago, sorry. Oh, yes, I remember where we are now. Hi, Bustin124. Bustin', 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 makes me feel good. Etc. So, my plan, I've been making this more and more public lately. Oh, hello. My plan is that I want to wrap up all my OMSI stuff this year. So I want to finish extending Farthington. I mean, that's pretty much it. I want to finish extending Farthington. It's right here, isn't it? Get it all packaged up, released nicely. And then I want to devote all of my time to making a brand new simulator. Because I can't really... So, I want to spend the rest of this year, once I've finished with my university master's project, I want to spend the rest of this year finishing up the last loose ends of my OMSI projects. And then, from then on, start working on my own new simulator. Hello, small child. Hi. Well, I'm hoping to take a lot of the OMSI community with me. This child is just here now. He's the veg. He's our own private bus veg. Yeah, I'm hoping to take quite a lot of the OMSI community with me. Not as in steal them away from OMSI, but as in I'm hoping that people will follow me in my new endeavour. So, the community I will absolutely definitely be sticking around in is my community, which there is a Discord link to below. If you fancy signing up and being kept up to date on what is going on. It's not an OMSI community, it is my community. So there's sim racing stuff there and OMSI stuff. I mean, it's basically sim racing stuff and OMSI stuff at the moment. Those are the two things that are there at the moment. So yeah, it's what I'm not trying to build with this little community is I'm not trying to build the new OMSI server that everybody goes to, because basically there's there's Fully Lounge, there's all sorts of places. It's my little community for my streams and my projects. So if you're interested in that, come and join. If you're not interested in that, give it a miss. Yeah, so timescales. I am going to be spending the rest of this year working on finishing up all my OMSI projects, all the ones that I feel are worth finishing. And I'm going to be starting on the my new sim project, and then oh, you're on YouTube, aren't you? Yes. No, the link isn't in YouTube. It is on the Twitch chat. Give me 2 seconds. Or not the Twitch chat, sorry. It's in the Twitch description. There you go. What do I have moderators for? Exactly that. Oh my god. I hate... Like, how did that get past quality control, and how has that remained in the game for 7 years since then? But yeah, basically the motivation behind starting my own sim is obviously OMSI, I mean, just look at it, it was out of date the moment it came out. Yep. It was out of date the moment it came out, but everybody still likes it, including me, because it does things, other things. It is clearly a passion project, not just a cash grab. I mean, that's the big difference between this and things like Bus Sim 2018, is that is, okay, not just a cash grab, but they've gone, okay, we make simulators. What simulator shall we make and sell next? As opposed to, I love this specific thing, I'm going to try and make it as best I can. And that's sort of that and the modability are the reasons why it's hung around so long. I, like probably most other people, was following Lotus for a good while, but it's become increasingly clear to me that Lotus is not what I want it to be. Like, the visual improvement over OMSI is negligible, honestly. It's OMSI with shadows. Performance-wise, it really doesn't seem to be that great. The editor is very, very powerful, but extremely user-unfriendly as well. And the sort of world reservation system they had going on at the start, like, they seem to have scrapped that now, but that was just rubbish. So 50 Spittle Hill, Highfield Lodge, 49. I'm actually behind time. Good grief, on Gainsborough. That's unheard of. Yeah, it became increasingly obvious that Lotus was not the simulator that I wanted. So I kept looking at it and thinking, oh, really? I could do better than that. And I've figured that, okay, if I reckon I can do better than that, well, I'm fresh out of uni. I have several years programming experience. I have the drive to do it. I don't have work at the moment. I might as well just bite the bullet and go for it and try to do something myself. Yes. A lot of things. That's what I mean, is that it's clearly not a project made by people who really care about the subject matter. It's a project made by people trying to sell games. Awesome sawsome. So I take it that nothing is wrong with the mod that I've made then? As nobody seems to be reporting any issues with that. I might upload a V2 which includes the rear right panel gaps being panelled over. Yeah, so my concept is that the yeah, a couple of years. My concept is that the simulator is built around sort of two key aspects. One of these is that the map editor is every bit as important as the driving. Because that is the thing which has kept OMSI alive all this time, is the sheer amount of content people have made for it. And the thing that I love doing in it is, while I enjoy the driving, I like building worlds. So I think the map editor needs to be treated equally to the driving sim part of the game. So the project is going to start by building the best map editor that I can possibly make. I'm not sure if simple will be the word, but user-friendly is what I'm going for. And since I've spent a lot of time working with the OMSI editor, and with a few other map editors for other programs, I'm pretty confident I can work out a good system. Specifically, I want you to be able to make junctions inside the game without having to exit to a separate program to build them. That's one of the main things I want to do. I also want decals which you can apply over the top of surfaces. So tyre marks, you can apply tyre marks to a road. Road markings, they're not a separate spline on top, they're just painted on top. Yes. I mean, that's a part of making the world editor as user-friendly as I can make it. Step one is make it more accessible. But I basically want it to be, so think about it as something like, I guess, you could look at it from this direction, is you can think about it from the point of view as it being like cities' skylines, but on a more micro level. So City Skylines is all about the macro, so sort of the general city layout and so districts and that kind of thing, but it's not about the individual road markings, potholes, drain covers, that kind of thing. So what I'm thinking about is kind of like a city builder that you will be able to drive in, if that makes sense. But also, at the same time, a full bus simulator with full bus simulator mechanics. So proper driving mechanics, proper scripted gearbox, not just simplified generic vehicle mechanics. Complete bus physics. That went pretty okay, apart from the few small diversions. Yeah, it's sort of... yeah. So there's two ways of looking at it. It's either a city builder with a driving simulator attached, or it's a driving simulator with a much more user-friendly editor. So you can look at it from either direction. And so to increase the market, the appeal of it, I don't want to just market it to as a bus simulator. I also want to market it as a city builder. Painting on the bus, unlikely. Painting in the game. Because then that requires making an entire image editing program inside the game. What I might do is add certain templates that you can use. So like, if you just want a white bus with blue stripes, for instance, I might include a base template, which you can, inside the game, go, okay, I want white, blue stripe. And then that's your simple livery. But then for more complex liveries, you have to paint them manually on the template. Allow me to demonstrate, actually. So, if we have a look at iRacing, which is the sim racing service that I use, you have two options for ways to repaint the cars. So you can either, let me just get the documents folder up. Yep. You can either paint them on a repaint template like this, just like in OMSI, just paint it on a repaint template, or inside the simulator you are able to do very simple repaints just by picking a stock repaint template like that and changing things like the colours on them. So like that. And then you can change the logos as well, so you can have that instead, or, you know, that's the kind of system I might try to implement, just so that you have some basic ability to make your own livery. But for full custom liveries, you will have to do that in a paint program outside the sim like you always have done. There's a lot of things that would be nice to do, but I need to realistically restrict myself to what's feasible. Yeah. Anyway. But with better previewing, yes. Yes, that is one thing, is that I do want to make a preview tool so you can have a look at what your repaint looks like outside of the game. You don't have to load the entire game and a whole map up. You can just load your vehicle up and have a look at it. Yeah, anyway. I think that's enough for now. Thank you for coming along. Enjoy the little mod. Yep, I will see you around.